Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again, bringing you another constructed video. This time I'm looking at a priest deck, and this is one of Zetalot's many priest decks. Zetalot, if you don't know him, he's an expert, world-class priest player, probably considered by many to be the best priest player in the world. And this is one of his decks, and the key TGT cards in here are cards like Flash Heal, Holy Champion, and the Confessor Palatress. So this is very much a control priest running some interesting TGT cards. Ysera is in this deck as well, offering you late game value, and then you've got the usual, the Northshire Cleric, Power Word Shield, Zombie Chow for early game sort of control. So giving this deck a try and joining this game in progress against Druid. So already you can see a very strong sort of starting hand there. And we get another cleric. So as a priest, something like this is what you consider sort of in some ways a dream hand. While Pyromancer's in there, which synergizes with your Power Word Shield if you're looking to do 1 damage to things on the board, including your own minions, which you can then heal. So throwing out the Wild Pyromancer there, I could have put out another Northshire Cleric, but I want to get a 3 attack minion on the board. I want to contest things that the Druid plays. Okay, and there's the Wrath. Okay, that's fine. He's used a Wrath up there. He's drawn a card, which is pretty good for him, I guess. But that was his entire turn. And now I need to start pressurizing the Druid. I need to start putting things on the board here.
Right away.
Okay, I've seen a Wrath. What are the chances he has another one? Even if he uses a swipe here, it's okay for me because then I can get healing value on the Northshire Cleric and I can start drawing cards, which is pretty good. Okay, there it is, there's swipe. But again, it was his entire turn. I have an injured cleric on the board.
Is someone injured?
And now I can start drawing, which is so strong here. So 2 cards are drawn, pretty good.
Right away.
Right, so 2 Northshire Clerics, both at 5 health, very difficult to remove. He would need Keeper of the Grove to silence one of them. But the other one, and oh wow, it leads to a concede. So 3 minutes into this game, turn 4 for me, or heading into my turn 5, we have a concede. Wow, okay. I'll take a concede. I think he realised with 2 clerics on the board, how is he going to get through that? So yeah, super strong, and in the early game there, and we've not even seen cards like Ysera. We've not even seen the need to use Light Bomb, so pretty good there overall.
Anduin versus Thrall.
Okay, so the second game with this Zetalot Priest. We're going up against a Shaman. Now, there's an argument to suggest that you would consider keeping 1 Aucheni here. It is a 4-drop, so in case you get nothing else, having that in your hand is at least decent if you get no other early game. Now, as you can see there, the Aucheni does combo with Flash Heal.
Greetings.
And that's a pretty strong combo. Dealing 5 damage essentially to an enemy minion or to your opponent's face. But I've got a bit of a slow start here. I mean, the last game I had the double Northshire Cleric, which is pretty good. There's no Northshire in this hand. And the Shaman is going to do Shaman things. That means put things on the board that are sort of threatening. Low health minions, flood the board with totems and lots of these low health minions and chip away at me. Okay, that's not a low health minion. That's an annoying minion with 4 health. Okay, so I saw the Haunted Creeper and I thought, oh, okay, yes, I'm just going to expect more 2 health cards, but no. This Shaman is playing the TGT deck, I guess. 4 health is very annoying to get through. I'm trying to think about, can I cast a flash heal here to do damage, 1 damage, and then trade in the Pyromancer? I think that has to be the play. It's a waste in some ways of a flash heal, because I'd prefer to combo it with the Soulpriest, but I've got no choice here. I have to do this because, yeah, I have to do it. A 4 health minion with 3 attack on the board is just annoying to deal with. And there's another one. So he plays a second Totem Golem, 3 attack, 4 health. Ridiculously annoying in the early game, which is why it's such a good card. And he's only overdrawn by 1, so he can still do things on this turn. I'm hoping he's just going to totem up. No, he uses Hex. Okay, that's really good for him. You can argue the Aucheni is a valid Hex target, but for us, we've seen 1 Hex. We know it's out of the way, so we can expect 1 more. Okay, so I'm going to contest his board here with a 4 attack minion. So he would need something like a Rock Biter weapon, a Lightning Bolt. No, he's just going to play a Shredder. Okay, and he's going to go face, yeah, of course. But by leaving that card alive, I can do some interesting things now. Because I have a Cleric. And as a priest, the Cleric is your big card draw generator. And I'm going to put 2 Blade Masters on the board. And I'm going to heal 1. Let's heal that one. Sure. Oh, flash heal. Okay. And I've got an Aucheni. Yeah, so I can use the Aucheni flash heal combo if needed to clear a big minion. So please put down a Fire Elemental. Oh yeah, of course, I just called it. There it is. Fire Elemental. And now he's trading. Now he's trading. Okay, that's fine. But he's leaving a 4/2 alive, and I guess that's all right. Ooh, Holy Champion. That's an insane card. It's a really good card, especially if it can be protected in some way. That card can get out of control very, very quickly, to the point where it becomes an unstoppable damage juggernaut. It's pretty insane. You can liken it to a Frothing Berserker in some ways, but I do prefer the Holy Champion though, just because of its health total, comparative to the Frothing. But anyway, there's the Flash Heal, and we've just got rid of 1 minion, and he can trade into my injured Blade Master. There's another Fire Elemental. Okay, he fears the Aucheni. That's pretty interesting. Unfortunately for him, though, I have a Holy Champion.
How many fingers do you see?
And now, by getting rid of my Aucheni Soulpriest, I'm free to heal. And next turn, I'm going to start healing either my face or the injured Blade Master. And that Holy Champion's going to get out of control. Okay, healing totem. Oh, another Tuskar Totemic. Okay, what? Okay, that's not. Oh, Rock Biter. Okay, yeah, he's he wants to stop me healing that. Okay, smart play. So a relatively threatening board from the Shaman, but I can steal something. Now, what do I want to steal? Do I want to steal the totem? Or do I want to steal... Which one? No, which totem do I want to steal? Or do I want to use the Shrinkmeister Cabal combo and steal a minion? I think stealing a minion is just is more valuable here. It's a 3-2.
Let me change.
Now I can have a 3-2.
Does this hurt? Does this hurt?
Really sort of debating here what to do, because yeah, let's get rid of the pressure from the board. Yeah, let's kill the minion. That's important. The Holy Champion is going to get targeted naturally here, so I don't expect it to live for very long. Can he remove it on this turn? No, he can't. Wow, he can't remove it. Okay, so for me, this is essentially saying I win. That's. Oh look, and a cleric. Right, let's draw a card. Sure. Why not? Oh, light bomb. Okay, not really valid. Not of use here. But look at the Holy Champion. It's a 5/4 now.
Obey.
And now I need to remove. Oh wow, Lawwalker Chow. Okay, sorry. Wow. Okay, I killed the Shredder because I wanted to remove threats to the Holy Champion. It's at 4 health.
Obey.
So the priority as a priest is to get board control, heal your minions, make them stick on the board, get board control, and win the game. That's pretty much what you do, and then you go all out at the end, doing damage to the face. Okay, so he's going to kill the only thing he can kill, which is... oh, I was going to say the Shrinkmeister, but he fears the Cleric. And there's the second Hex, but I get a Hex. So Lawwalker Cho is essentially the MVP of this game. Stopping the Shaman from playing Shaman spells. Well, in that case, it didn't stop the Shaman, but I got the Hex, which I'm really happy about. So let's kill him off.
I dream and the world trembles.
Okay, sorry, excuse me. Bit of a cold here. So we've seen 2 hexes, and I've just played Ysera. That's my late game, and he can't answer it. And yeah, we get the concede. That's it. Wow. That's 2 concedes so far in this series of games. We're playing 5, and we're going into the next game.
Anduin versus Gul'dan.
Alright, so we're going up against a Warlock.
The light shall bring victory.
Now, don't want to keep any of these cards, to be honest. I don't know what kind of Warlock it is. It could be a Zetalot, it could be a Handlock. I don't know how I feel. I feel happy against a Zetalot. I don't know how I feel about a Handlock.
Greetings.
I mean, we do have Shadow Word Death in this deck, but Handlocks can be very tricky because of the multiple huge minions, you know, that they can play. This is a really good start, though. I got the Zombie Chow, and now I'm going to heal it up. Yeah. Not heal it up, sorry. Buff it with Power Word Shield. Draw a card. Do you know what would be really good? If we drew an Aucheni Soulpriest, because Light of the Naru, Flash Heal, Circle of Healing, they all combo with... there's another Flash Heal. They all combo with the Aucheni. They allow you to clear enemy minions. So here, though, I'm going to use the Circle of Healing. I value a full 7 Blade Master. An injured Blade Master that is now a not-so-injured Blade Master. Okay, what's he going to do? What is he doing? It is a Handlock. Okay, yeah, so... yeah, Twilight Drake is a dead giveaway. So here, I can't kill it, unfortunately. But what I can do, there's several lines of play. I can ignore it and go face, or I can trade in, get it down enough and heal up. Yes, heal up the Blade Master, and yeah, get the Light Warden going. Because every time you heal a minion, that Light Warden's health gets buffed up. So now he has to decide, what does he see as more threatening, the Zombie Chow or the Light Warden? Well, obviously the Light Warden's a threat. He has to get rid of it. And that's a value trade. For me, if he trades the Twilight Drake into the 3/2 Light Warden, it's a great trade. As far as I'm concerned, anyway. Okay, so turn 4 for a hand lock. Are you going to play Giant? Are you going to play another Twilight Drake? What are you going to do? Thing is, Light Bomb is in my hand, so I have answers. But the thing is, you've got to time Light Bomb just right to get maximum value from a full board. Now, he's tapping and he's going to trade. But I find that really interesting. He didn't kill the Light Warden. Huh. I'm thinking that's the more threatening one. Well, maybe he's got answers for it in his hand. Maybe he's got another Dark Bomb. Maybe there's a Hellfire. Maybe he just wanted to kill the Blade Master now because it was, you know, sort of your 7 health minion that I can keep healing. So I understand his line of play, but I've got 5 damage on board. No Aucheni Soulpriest yet, which is a bit annoying. The only play I've got is to play the Holy Champion here, but I can't, well, I can Holy Champion flash heal the zombie chow, but again, you can argue that's an absolute waste of a flash heal. But we have to play the Holy Champion because we want some form of board presence. It does survive a Hellfire, but in this situation, I'm deciding, actually, looking at my board state, not to play the Holy Champion in the end, because, even though I was really thinking about it, because if I heal the Chow, my Light Warden gets 5 attack. So yeah, sure, why not? So this is not really a handlock in the sense, the traditional handlock, in the sense that it's a demon handlock. Okay, fair enough. So in this situation, now Sylvanas, she's on curve, but I can still play the Holy Champion and heal. Oh, there's different options here. Do I go for maximum damage then? Because this would be maximum damage. Putting him down to 6. So as a handlock now, you're going to have giants, probably molten giants. But then again, you've got demons in this deck as well. You've got Mal'Ganis, and to come out from the Void Caller, you've got other options perhaps. What are the chances you've drawn into your molten giants if you play them in this demon handlock deck? But I've got Light Bomb, so I'm okay. Of course, the only thing that would survive on my board would be the Chow, but okay. Oh, and there's the Shadow Flame. Well played, sir. Oh, and there's the Giant. Well played again, sir. That's pretty good. Okay, that's good for me. His health total now, he's up to 11. That's okay. I have the Light Bomb, or I can play Sylvanas. I mean, you know, but do I want to take all of that damage? No, I want a Light Bomb. But look what I can do next turn. I have 10 damage in my hand. Plus 2 from the hero power. I have lethal. I have lethal. That is unbelievable.
Embrace the void.
Wow. Flash heal lethal. Well played. Okay. So at least this game didn't end with the opponent conceding. But a turn 8 end from the Priest is super aggressive. I mean, yeah, this deck is it's not as slow as it would appear to be. I mean, you see Ysera in this deck and you think, yeah, it's a slow Priest. Well, actually, no. I mean, you can end a game very quickly against something like a handlock that taps all the time. You can end a game very quickly with a double flash heal. You know, that is 10 damage. I mean, imagine if you had Light of the Naru in that hand as well. It's an insane amount of burst damage. Okay, this is an interesting hand. Zombie Chow obviously is good for the early turn. Injured Blade Master, double Injured Blade Master with double Light of the Naru. Wow. Okay, so Light of the Naru you would usually combo very well with the Soul Priest. But in this situation, and the other use for the Light of the Naru is healing your face, obviously. But I can heal the Blade Masters And that's going to be really good for me. So against this Druid, what we're hoping for is no Wrath, okay, or no Swipe. That's the key thing. He's ramped up with Wild Growth, and he's on... Oh, that's bad. He's on 4 mana already. So I'm sort of like 2 mana behind him, really. You know, he'll be 5 mana next turn. That's pretty bad. So let's go with the healing option here, and let's get some value. Okay. There we go. So we've cleared his bear, so he's not going to be able to take advantage of the hero power effect from that minion. And we've got a threatening board.
I must safeguard them.
Okay, Keeper of the Grove. Fair enough. It contests my Light Warden. Yeah, sure. Okay. But look at what I can do. Look at what I can do here. This is pretty great. I can heal it, develop another Light Warden, and trade. Look at the pressure this deck's able to create. It's pretty intense. And, you know, against something like a Zoo deck, you know, you've got things like, you've still got Holy Nova, you've still got Cabal Shadow Priest to steal minions. So against sort of against decks that play low attack, low health minions, this deck's pretty great. Against a Druid, as you can see here, if you can get the early game going, you're at a big advantage still. And a Druid is a deck, a class I should say, sorry, that plays these big health, big attack minions, and yet this deck is still effective against the Druid because Light Bomb, Shadow Word Death, and so on. You know, the Cabal Shadow Priest Shrink Meister combo. It's all pretty good. He's playing minions because he has to play something. Even though he knows I can contest his minions with my minions and heal my minions, he still has to play things to try at least to delay my progression in this game. And there's the swipe, but there you go. He's able to now clear, so we're sort of even now in many ways. I say even because there's nothing on board, but I have the initiative, and once again, he has to react. He has to react to what I play, and as Sylvanas says, we have no time for games. Ancient of Law is a great counter to Sylvanas, because he can trade in next turn, and Sylvanas' Death Rattle won't pay off. I have no way of buffing Sylvanas here with anything to make her survive a trade, so yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's nothing I can do. I'm going to value face damage there. He has to kill Sylvanas, he has to trade the 5/5 in, unless he has a silence. So I'm going to value the 5 to the face, and I think as versus a Druid who has so many cards in hand, I've got to end the game. The longer the game goes, some people would say the Priest is favoured. No, I'd say the Druid is favoured because he's drawing into combo, and the Savage Roar Force of Nature combo, which will hit you for 14, is dangerous to say the least. So we've got to be careful. We've got to watch out for it. Because he can keep chipping away at my health over a series of turns and then suddenly burst me down for 14. And this is what he's doing. He's setting his board up now. So he will eventually start chipping away at me and then just kill me with combo. So I need to be careful now. I need to...
Does this hurt?
I need to clear the board. So the Holy Champion is now a 9 attack minion. He has to kill it. So he could trade, but if he trades with the 4/2, he has to hero power. Or Living Roots. Okay, so Living Roots is one of those TGT cards that has really helped Druid. You can make the argument that Druid didn't need any help to begin with, but they were probably the class I think in Constructed especially that benefited the most. The cards like Living Roots just give them early game, and maybe that was something they were lacking. But now with the combinations of cards like Living Roots and into Wild Growth, and Druid has become stronger than it needs to be.
It has snakes.
And it didn't need those early game cards. I mean, a Wild Growth Druid pre-TGT is just bad enough, but you add Living Roots to the equation, they get early board presence with Living Roots, and they've still got those insane early cards like Wild Growth, and that's what we're facing here. We're facing a Druid that used Wild Growth early, and look at where we're at now. I had to use Light Bomb there. I had no choice. I had to do it. But I don't like my position.
Another night on the prowl.
See, look at this. Druid of the Saber. That's another early game card that Druid was given. That, again, I think is quite unfair, because when you look at the mechanics of Druid with Wild Growth and cards like Innovate, Druid can swing games very quickly. Innovating out, let's say, a Dr. Boom on turn 5 is insane. I was playing on the ladder as a mid-range hunter yesterday, and it was all going very well. And then turn 5, Dr. Boom, I couldn't answer it, and that was my my downfall in that game. And the number of times Druid has been able to come back against me just because of these swing turns with Innovate, with Wild Growth, and so on. They were a very strong class to begin with, and now they've got even stronger, which is not a good thing. So that's not me being salty, that's just me thinking out aloud, and just saying, well, to Blizzard, you buffed up the Druid class significantly, but there were other classes that didn't get anywhere near the level of benefits from TGT.
I concede.
But there you go. So whilst Druid is strong and can make comebacks, we've just shown right there that actually the Priest can make a comeback too, or maintain itself on the board. And Cabal Shadow Priest there, I think, was the card that sealed that game for me. And he saw that and he thought, well, okay, no, I'm gonna concede. So yep, another concede, wonderful. And we weren't even finished with that game, you know. We both still had health totals going for us, and it was a concede. So yeah.
Anduin versus Malfurion.
Maybe we should call this the Concede Priest. Okay, another Druid. Another Druid. Okay. So get rid of the opening hand. It's not on its own. Those cards are not good. I mean, Flash Heal is good, but without a combo with a Soul Priest, it's not good. Sludge Belcher, good on its own, but it's your mid to late game. Okay, fine. So we're going to play the Cleric, and we're going to hope he doesn't have an answer to it. He has the coin, so he could coin out a Wrath. He doesn't have it, so yes, this is good. So now I'm going to buff up the Cleric. Let's protect her from Wrath.
Right away.
And let's play the Chow. So Zombie Chow, good on turn 1, also very good on turn 2. But in this Priest deck, it's good on any turn because it combos with the Soul Priest. When the Zombie Chow dies, it will increase the health of your opponent's hero by 5. But with the Soul Priest combo, it'll take away 5 health, which is really, really significant. Really significant. Alright, so I need to clear the minions. Let's throw the Chow in. And the Cleric. And we're going to heal. But which one do we heal? Who do I value more? I value the Cleric, to be honest. I value the Cleric. We have a Flash Heal, though. Oh, so tempted to use it. It's a 1 mana 5 heal. It'd be wasted. I expect him to either Wrath or Hero Power down the Zombie Chow here. Maybe I should have...
I must safeguard
know.
the land.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should have healed the Chow. But he's so threatened by the Cleric there. He's sort of I was going to say ignore the Chow. Look, there's Innovate, and there's Wrath. And this is, again, this is what I was talking about earlier. Innovate, such a strong card. You know, 0 cost, gain 2 mana. It's insane. He was able, because of Innovate, he was able to clear the Chow, and any other class wouldn't be able to do that. It's just the Druid. It's an insane advantage. So let's draw here. Ooh, Circle of Healing. I could draw 3 cards. Do I want to use the circle here? Is it wise? Or do I want to wait for an Aucheni Soulpriest?
Right away.
These are difficult decisions now. Some players would have used the circle there. They'd have seen value in 3 cards, but I want to save it. I'm wary of the fact that he has, you know, he's got 5 cards in hand. I want to get value. I want to get more value from the circle. Unless he has like a Wrath, I was going to say you'd have trouble clearing the board. He's going to Savage Roar. Wow. He wasted a Savage Roar to clear my board. Unbelievable. Alright. Injured Blade Master. We're going to drop the Injured Blade Master or the Holy Champion. Those are our 2 options here. What do I want to do? The Holy Champion has 5 health. It'll survive a swipe, I guess. Although if he swipes on turn 5, it's a bit awkward for him.
How many fingers do you see?
Yeah, let's just play her. Let's put her down. I could play the Blade Master and heal it, and it would have 5 health too. Maybe that was the better play. But I think I want to save the Blade Master, because if I drop the Blade Master now, I can heal it and then buff up the Holy Champion. That's the whole idea. Play a minion that I can heal on this turn, so the Holy Champion I played on the last turn will benefit from a buff on this turn. Unfortunately, he played a 4/6, and a 4/6 is pretty threatening, because I would need to heal twice in order to get through it. Okay, so I can heal twice. I mean, I can Circle of Healing, and use the hero power, and play Zombie Chow. That's pretty strong. But I'm going to Flash Heal, because I want to save the circle.
Does this hurt?
It means I can't play the Chow, but I'm saving the circle for this. So now I can get a full health Holy Champion after the trade. But otherwise he'd have hero powered it down. And now it's a 9/5. He needs another Keeper of the Grove to silence this thing. And if he can't contest it as a 9/5, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's going to carry the game. And that's not going to help him, because I have Lightbulb to answer the Shade anyway later on, if needed. But now I'm going to draw. This is the power of this deck. Look at this. It's now an 11/5. Wow.
Does this hurt?
Boom. We're going to play the Chow, just because we can. He'll be desperate for that health now, so he's going to target the Zombie Chow, but I'm okay with that, because if it means the Chow deflects attack from another minion, absorbs attack that was intended for another minion, I'm happy.
Well played.
I think he concedes. It's over. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, sure. Why not? So, 16, 15, 17, yeah. It's lethal. Just trying to think, is there anything interesting I can do
Does
here?
this hurt?
And is there anything fun I can do? And that's it. And there we go. So this is, as I say, one incarnation of Zetalot's Priest. He runs so many different Priest decks. This is just but one of them. And it's incredibly effective. If you're interested in priest plays and how to play priest, what makes the class tick, do follow Zetalot on Twitch. Do watch his streams because it's very informative. But all in all, this is an incredibly impressive deck. It's aggressive too, in addition to being somewhat controlly, and you can head into that late game if needed. And you've got cards like the Confessor, Peltress, and Ysera, which we didn't see in action in these games because we didn't need to, but we know that they are there as an option if required. So all in all, very, very effective. Good early game, good mid game, and actually very, very good late game. Thanks very much for joining me, everyone, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Do check out my YouTube channel. There are other videos on there.